And we are live. Shout out to Sharon Ingram. Morning, Sharon Ingram. Thank you for being the first one in this morning. Donna Davis, thank you for being here as well. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay at home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers, round town and long distance truck drivers, bus drivers. Shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers. Shout out to law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel, whatever it is you do for a living, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean hearted, good hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person, don't let that go over your head. Shout out to you. Here we are on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Michelle Taylor, RN, put some respect on it. Thank you for being here, Lil Red Gucci. Thank you for being here. Banches is in the building. BM Michelle is in the building as well, starting from the top. Sharon Ingram, first one in. Donna Davis is there. The Buffalo Soul, the rest is with us this morning. Onika St. John is here. Merva the Point, Jamaica Kerr. Sharon Spence, British Jamaican girl. Senior Sexy is in the building as well. 5 6 3 all the way from the UK. Thank you for being here. And here we are. Today is the 29th of March, April, January, February, March, April. Yeah, April. April 29th. April is almost done. It'll be May and then it'll be summer soon. So again, if you haven't started working on your little summer bodies yet and doing all that other stuff you're supposed to be doing for the summer, I suggest you get started now and press gas hard. I'm very thankful to be here this morning. I'm feeling a bit tired. I woke up this morning very early, went into the gym, got a good workout, ran some miles, and did some weight training. And I'm feeling really good. I'm just feeling tired. So I have to like work with both of them. But I promise you, it will not diminish my energy or affect my delivery. So here we are. Winter body it is. LOL. Onika St. John. Where you say Onika? Summer 2025, I'm gonna get what it get. As so you say. As so you say. Boy, sometimes you have to be like that. Just remember to love yourself through all phases here. Yeah. Cause you're gonna look back, You're gonna look back. You know what I notice about me? Every year I told myself, boy, you don't look too good this year at all. You can't take off your shirt outside, all these things. 2 years pass and I look back 2 years on those pictures and me look better then than how I am when the 2 years pass. I'm like, damn, I wish I looked like that back then. But back then I was thinking I didn't look good enough to even take off my shirt out the door. So love yourself through all phases, yeah, man. You are your biggest critic most of the times. And a lot of the times you think you're not doing too good or you don't look too good when you look damn good. And there are people outside, if you should compare, missing man outside with breasts will look like them need brassiere, like right now. Look like they've been feeding, they're lactating. Them have a small infant somewhere, I hang off of them titty there. And they proudly outside with no shirt. So me not make them something that bother me again too much here. I just want to be healthy. I see man outside with belly. I went to the gym, not the gym, I went to the beach a couple weeks ago. I start take off my shirt now. I went to the beach a couple weeks ago before, like at the start of when the weather got warm here. And I'm out there in my shirt. And that's the first time I ever go to the beach and go swimming in my shirt. And I looked around me and I seen men with like their belly. I'm sure them have to lift up the belly to find Teely. Cause the belly so big it flop over. Like you wouldn't see a belt or anything. And they didn't care. They were out there in a small shorts and no shirt and just enjoying life. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to say is don't be too hard on yourself, man. Go outside and enjoy life. You're gonna see other people outside enjoying life as well. You don't have to be 100% fit or look like you cut out of a magazine page and all these things to enjoy life. Just enjoy life. Enjoy every day that you have here. Cause you never know what tomorrow bring. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I intend to do just that. The live stream as you jump on, Miss British Jamaican girl. Big up yourself. Thank you for being here. Morning, fam. Morning, King Biggs. King Biggs, a upfulness to everyone this morning. Jack created blessings and thank you for being here. Listen, We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. We're gonna keep it short, probably about an hour, hour and a half, maybe, because I have a thing to do today. I have to be somewhere to pick up somebody from the airport, and the airport is about an hour's drive away from my house, and that's what I go on. So we'll squeeze this in and enjoy the morning. All right, all right. So here's what's on the list for this morning. Uh, First of all, let me just say shout out to and enough respect to Sanders, the young Sanders, Deion Sanders' son, Shador Sanders. You know, Shador ended up having the highest views of the NFL draft ever. The highest views of the NFL draft over a 2 day period. Um, 7.3 million average for ESPN2, NFL Network, and ABC. That's for day 2 and 3 of the NFL draft, the highest ratings they ever had. Also, his college jersey sells the second highest in history. So, the lesson of the morning, I guess, is the more people try to hold you down or try to fight you out, is the more you continue to excel. And, what is yours, and they just can't stop it. That's what I'm getting from that, you know? Because even with him being drafted all the way 100 and something after, he still ended up doing numbers they couldn't deny. I guess everybody wanted to see what was going on about what's the hoopla about him. Is he gonna get drafted, or are they gonna completely pass him by? So everybody started tuning in, and it skyrocketed the ratings. So when they compare the ratings to years gone by of the views for the draft, the NFL draft, because of him, day 2 and 3, the highest ever in history, and his college jersey sells for the second highest in history a college jersey has ever gone for. Can't beat that. Can't beat that. You know what I mean? He is still in the NFL. I was at the gym this morning, and two old white guys were in there. They're at the other end of the gym having conversations loud and whatever. One of them is an old veteran. So he used to say good morning to me whenever he comes in, or I say good morning to him if I go in there and we're close enough to each other. I don't yell across the gym good morning to anybody. If you're close enough to me, I say good morning and I'll go about my way, right? Same thing for him. Then there's an older guy there who he'll do stuff like if you're on the treadmill and the TV is in front of you, he'll come in there, he'll find a remote, and he'll just change the TV. But he did it to me one morning, and I was like, hey, you saw me watching that. Why you change it? He was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So he put it back, right? And ever since then, he hasn't spoke to me like he used to talk to me. He used to talk to me all the time until he did the TV like that. And I said, hey, what are you doing? You saw me watching that, which I found was very rude. Anyways, this morning I saw the TV up front. I was in the weight side of the gym. I saw the TV up front playing the football draft, right? Different guys coming out celebrating their names being called, whatever. So I put the weights down and walked over there, but that's where they were at. Man, they were having a hell of a conversation. One of them said, you know, uh, the father is no good. The father is no good because he's just messing up those young kids' life. Why does a young kid have a chain around his neck that's worth $150,000? I don't even have $150,000 in my life savings. You're telling me that a kid with a chain that's $150,000 around his neck is, I'm listening. $150,000 around his neck is supposed to care about football? He doesn't care. You're not going to be able to coach that kid. He doesn't want to hear anything from you. He's arrived already. And I'm glad the NFL sent a message. The closer I got to them, the lower the conversation got. It was so funny because I made sure I got so close they stopped talking to each other. One was on the elliptical and one was on the treadmill, and I went right in between both of them. They just stopped talking, and you could cut the tension with a knife. You know what I mean? How they just shut up and then they froze. They weren't saying anything else. And I just started smiling. I had the biggest smile on my face. And I'm just looking at the screen, just watching all the young black boys come out celebrating. Shout out to Haiti. Haiti got one in there as well. Young Haitian dude got drafted to the NFL. Real Haitian. So, I'm smiling ear to ear, right? Because I'm thinking to myself, I said, look at you. You wasted good white skin. That's what I call it. You wasted good white skin because you're in the skin to win. You're in a privileged skin because society has geared it that way in the U.S. for you. So for you to reach the age that you're at, I think I would guess and say the older guy's probably in his 70s. I would guess and say the one that is not older than him is probably in his 60s, right? For you to reach your 70s and your 60s and you don't have $150,000 saved up in your life savings, what the hell you been doing your whole life within that privileged skin? And now you mad because a young black kid father put him in a position for him to be able to put $150,000 chain around his neck and think nothing of it because it's minimal to what he earns or owns, and it offends you so much. It offends you so much that you think the NFL should send a message. And that's what he said. And oh yeah, the NFL sent a message. And I'm glad they sent a message. And I thought to myself, okay, the NFL sent a message. He spiked their ratings for 2 days, and that's across ABC, NFL Network, ESPN, the highest ratings in history for the highest views in history for the NFL draft. And his jersey just sold for the second highest, his high school jersey, second highest in history for high school jerseys being sold. And also, he earns millions by himself with before he even got to the NFL. Forget that his daddy is one of the greatest that ever played that game and talked a lot of shite too. If y'all ever go back and watch Deion Sanders' old videos, when Deion Sanders went to the combines, right? When he went to the combines where you work out, Deion said, man, the only thing was on my mind was you couldn't tell me nothing. I knew I was going up there to break a record and set a new 40-yard dash record. I didn't warm up or stretch or nothing. You ever seen a cheetah? You see a cheetah. This is his words. He said, you see a cheetah? Watch an Animal Channel. You see a cheetah when a cheetah go after its prey? Do you see the cheetah stretching and warming up? No, the cheetah just takes off. So he said he showed up to the combines in a limousine. Other kids are showing up and somebody dropping them off. He said, I showed up in a limousine. He walked straight into the building and he came in a suit. He walked straight into the building. He changed into the clothes he's had on a whole lot of gold chains and everything else, took all that off, went out, ran that stuff. He didn't even stop where, if you run a race, you stop at the finish line. He didn't stop. He told his limousine driver, wait outside. He ran the 40, ran straight through the building, went to the exit, left his clothes and everything there, ran into the limousine and drove away. He got the news later that he broke the record. He was like, you couldn't tell me nothing, right? And I said to myself, damn, that kind of confidence is intimidating to a lot of people, especially people who don't want you to be that confident, if you know what I mean. It's offensive to a lot of people to believe in yourself so much that they can't tell you nothing about you because you know you. Now, I'm not saying Shedeur Sanders should go into a NFL program and act like he owns it. He's still going to have to be coachable and take coaching because at the end of the day, they're paying him millions of dollars to play for their team. It's just like any of us, right? If we go to Walmart or any other place or a hospital or a therapy center or wherever we get hired at, they have rules and regulations that you as an employee have to follow, right? Same thing for the NFL. But don't beat me down when I come in there and try to make me think that I'm the slowest person. I'm not intelligent enough to be here, but you're just giving me a chance. So you want me to come in the door being like, yes, sir. Yes, sir, master. I'm so thankful, sir. I was glad you was giving me this chance, sir. I was gonna prove to you, sir, that you made the right choice, and I was worth it, sir. I was worth. Uh, and he didn't come in like that. They did an aerial view of his home yesterday. Even wifey was like, "Damn, you said that's a hot tub, big old hot tub." The hot tub leads to the pool. The pool is way the hell over there. They're on a lake. They have enough space in their yard. They actually have a real football field. So this dude is living football. And then they have a real basketball court out back. And then there's the big mansion. The kid didn't grow up poor. So he wasn't going to come in there acting like all the other kids who grew up poor and finally made it. You know what I mean? He came from money already. They hate to see that, especially when that's a black man that celebrated that's a black man that elevated himself first and then elevated his sons next. Just put two sons in the NFL, or we have to humble them. We have to make them know that they're not bigger than the program. All right, we get it. We get it. But I think Shador is going to be a super um, quarterback in the NFL. Time will tell, but I know he will. You know, a combination of the genes and the tutelage, the teaching, the training that he'll get from one of the greatest that ever did it, his daddy. And then, you know, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. It's weird that so many people find it offensive. What's weird to me, though, is that when I say that this is about color, that there are so many black people who actually think it's not about color. No matter how you spin it, he's too like he shows off too much, or he is too overly confident and he is aggressive with his confidence. It borderlines arrogance, or he is all this flashy jewelry and stuff. No matter how you slice it, it comes right back to color. Because everything he did, if somebody else was doing it of another color, they would not be offended. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. But I guess they're really good at making you believe that it's not about color. So I don't even blame you for being bamboozled thinking it's not about color. But stand up for yourself, though. All right. End of the day, that's what it is. Listen, um, oh man, Instagram is out of control. I open my, as soon as I open my IG, there's like, wow, going at it. It's starting to turn into like, y'all ever seen them IG posts? Girl squats over the camera, right up under her dress, her whole hoo outside. And if I say something over there, they block me or they put me on restrictions. I'm blocked from IG for a whole week. Anyhow, this picture right here speaks volumes. Here we go. This right here speaks volumes. If you don't know who these people are, go look up who these people are. But this picture right here speaks volumes, right? So it's a lot. It's okay to be cocky, and it's okay to speak your mind, and it's okay to be young and arrogant and full of energy. They just call it passionate if you're the ones that are below. If you're that family up top, humble your ass. Humble yourself, be quiet, come in here and be submissive. Right? All right. Anyhow, we're moving on. We're moving on from that. We're moving on from that. Audrey Wright says if we really teach them a lesson, they won't like it. And look at our impact on Target in just a short time, $12.4 billion lost. Yeah, we could. Yeah, yeah, I'll say that. But the thing is, we can't really teach them a lesson because we teach Target a lesson. That's one store. In the world of business, Target will reinvent itself, and them same folks will be right back shopping at Target, whether they know it or not. And I've seen it many times also where others have done things to this particular community and they called out boycott. Everybody still went to the same store. Everybody still went to the same store. I guess it's just this one time where Target took the brunt, but there are others out there who they haven't even gone after. You know, think about it. It wasn't only Target that was doing what they were doing, why they got boycotted. Others were too. And those others are still being supported by the same people who are boycotting Target. So are you going to move from Target to another one and show all of them a lesson? Or are you just going to be, oh, we don't like Target no more? Where I live at, I look over there, Target parking lot still packed. So I don't know. You might be hurting some stores, but I don't see it where I live at. I don't see it where I live at. I think they'll bounce back and they'll recover. Yeah, true. He doesn't speak anymore because you spoke up like a confident black man, something they can't handle. Yeah, and I noticed that. And I noticed that. But I'll be honest with you. As a young black man compared to an old white man, I know we have nothing in common. And that's not being racist. That's being realistic. And I've always thought that way. Like because of my life experiences, right? I don't like racism. I don't deal with racism. I hate fucking racist people, pardon my language. I absolutely hate racism. I absolutely hate it. But you have to call stuff out when you see it, right? What I've noticed throughout my whole life is an older white man has nothing in common with me as a younger black man because his whole history is different from mine, right? Some of them who are around to be like 70, 80 years old, think back 60 years ago. He was 20. What the hell was going on in his environment and around him? I wasn't even thought of yet. So think back then, right? And then think about what he has been through, seen, experienced, all that other stuff. That all that makes you up. All of that makes you who you are. All your experiences makes you who you are. What side was he on? What was the comfortable side for him to have been on? I'm not saying there weren't white people who were on the side that, the oppressed were and still singing We Are the World. They were there, but a lot of them were on that other side that it was comfortable for them to be on that other side. They had a word for the ones who were on the side of the oppressed. Ninja lovers, right? Right. So what side was he on? And it ain't hard to tell what side they were on once I start having a conversation with them now. And as soon as that kicks off, I know I'm like, yeah, me and this person, we ain't never gonna be cool because the way he has seen me and my kind his whole life, it won't change now. It won't change now. There's white people out there who I'm cool with, but they speak a certain kind of way. And I'm not talking about speaking in ebonics. I'm talking about speaking in equality. Yeah, those are my cool people. Right. And it don't matter what shade of skin you are, what texture of hair you carry, what color eyes you have, etc. If you're speaking in equality, then you my people. If you're not speaking in equality and for some reason you with the superiority stuff or we're always wrong and your kind is always right, you definitely will never be my people. Yeah. Also, Dion was a triple threat, a great basketball player in Fort Myers as well. Yeah, all of that, all of that. So to hear that man say this morning that the daddy is worthless and the daddy is ruining those kids' lives. Why'd your son have $150,000 chain around his neck? How's that ruining his life? That man has created prosperity for his family for generations to come without his sons ever having to play football. You think playing professional football is easy? Deion Sanders had a toe removed from his foot, and that all comes from the work that he put in. They starting to cut toes off his feet. You think playing professional sports is easy? It's some of the hardest stuff you will ever have to do. Okay, that's why 95% of the population don't do it. On a professional level, it'll be 98%. It's a 1% that plays in the NFL and the NBA professionally. Everybody else are us, spectators who watch them. It's not easy to wake up at 3:30 in the morning, be at the gym at 4, have a full 2-hour session, busting your body from all directions. Then you got to go out on the field. They work like 8 hours, like how you clock in to a place and work 8 hours. They throwing them that ball all day, run it again, run that play again, run that play again, all day. It's not easy doing it, but they made up their minds that they were going to use that and that God-given talent and strength to change the trajectory of their family. I'm going to do this so my children don't have to grow up and beg anybody for nothing. I'm going to do this so my children's children won't have to grow up and beg anybody for nothing. Now my sons could put $150,000 chains around their neck, and it's nothing because that's a minimal part of the amount of money that he himself makes because of where I've positioned him to be in life. That's not daddy's money, that's his money. And he didn't even sign in the NFL yet. That's the kind of life that they definitely did not want to see you having. You understand? So for him to be able to achieve that and then put 2 sons into the NFL, not just 1, 2. Man, they're punching air when they're home. I know they wish that he was never drafted at all, that every team passed on him and he went undrafted. The thing is, the kid is so good that even if they drafted him as the last damn person out there, somebody was going to want him because he is that good. And that can't be denied. You see, that's something right there, right? That's such a blessing. It's like, I'm so good that even those who don't like me end up liking me. I'm so good that even those who don't like me can't do without me. When you get that good, you can't be denied. So they tried, and dragged them, and it was supposed to be an embarrassment, and it ended up being something great. So, I mean, you can't. How should I say it? I know I always say no one can take away from you what is yours. What God has ordained for you, no one can take that away from you. It's going to be yours regardless. But the climate around it, the climate around it, you know what I mean? They punching air. They punching air. He ripping off his adult diapers and punching air because he looked old enough to be in adult diapers. Punching air. I know he in the car, mad as hell. Yeah. All I could say is, man, I'm still trying to, what I'm still trying to understand? I'm not going to dig too deep in the race thing, but I'm still trying to understand what is it that black people did? Why certain people just hate them so much or hate us so much? What is it that we did? Spin the pages of history and show me something, somebody, please. What is it that we did that you just, I just can't stand them? What is it? Does anybody have an idea? Put me on, because I'll be this years old today if I found out exactly what it is. I'm still trying to figure out what it is. You just wake up and you just hate a set of people just for what? For what? For what? I could understand if you had a long list of stuff and you were like, they enslaved us in 1801 to 1904, and my granddaddy used to get beaten by them, and his mama was mutilated and raped, and I could understand that. Then I'll be like, damn, we got a history. Yeah, we messed up them people pretty badly. So I see why they're upset. I'd be upset too. But I don't see what is it? Our sheer will to survive? Not only survive, but to thrive. Because we don't just survive, baby. We thrive. We thrive. I mean, we got a lot of stragglers, but we got a lot of thrivers too. You know, if you just look at the landscape of, just take the NFL because that's where the conversation started, or just take sports, the NBA. Then, if you look at the landscape of those two sports, you're looking at multi-millionaires every time you see a black face. We don't just survive, we thrive. And to think of it, those are sports that we weren't even allowed to play in first. So I'm trying to figure out what's the hate about. If that was me and I wasn't us, I'd be trying to mix with us. I'd be trying to mix my bloodline with y'all if I wasn't one of you. I'd be like, shit, let me go get me some black kids because it's something about these people that obviously we ain't got. Like, how the hell they survive all this and they still like thriving and they look happy as hell and they make separation and struggles look like something. I want to struggle and be suffering too. Y'all don't see that? They look at people be looking at us and be like, damn, separation looks good. I want I want to be struggling too. My pants tag too. I can't afford no belt. Yep, I don't know how to speak no good English. I know my mommy and them send me good school and all that. But Ebonics, that sounds way better. It got a rhythm to it. I don't know. I want to be suffering too. They from the projects. I'm from the projects too. I want to be. They make sufferation look good. Shit, I need to know how to put ramen noodles together like that. What they got in there? Eggs and what else? Is that scallion and stuff cut up in there? Damn, they make a pack of ramen look stylish and tasteful. It look gourmet. We're different. We're different. But is that something to hate us for? Gerald Pearson said we were born blessed and gifted with a long donkey and they blessed with a shrimp. Boy, I heard black women tell that and they said that's a lie. They said that's a lie, Gerald. But yeah, the black one them say a lie, you know. Yeah, a lie because I will leave my brothers out there I shrimp them I walk with too. Oh no. There's so many reasons why it could be the blueprint. You know, I'm growing up in Miami, man. I used to go to school. I remember I used to look around and I used to be like, y'all bati flatty. Them not have no bati. I don't call no race, you know, you should know who I'm talking about. Cause back then, I don't know if something got in the water over the years where them start grow bumper and everything like that, but I have no bumper. We used to call it iron board. Cause them used to, you ever see an iron board? Them used to look like the iron board when you stand it up, just flat back and flat front. Yeah, and back then they used to be making fun of the black girls. Like, oh, she needs to be in the gym. That's a whole lot of donkey donk. And then he came up with the word badunkadunk and donkey donk. Yeah, she got a donk on her. That started out as an embarrassment or supposed to be an embarrassment. And then somebody invented booty shots, and then somebody invented implants, and then sisters took it and went overboard. You were good already. It was you who they trying to be like, you know. And now you, the lips. They used to laugh at the lips. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning, brother. Good morning.
Good morning, my sister. How you doing this morning?
I'm blessed. I'm laughing. I remember this song. How we go? How we go? Run, road, liver, vanish water. You remember that song there?
No, sir.
I that to no long body do. Let them woman go. That's why they're here to know so. Yes.
God.
That's why they're here to so.
Nice.
We are blessed. We are blessed. And I'm sure them I try to tear with them, them can't do it enough. So them turn from the black stupid one, them were really play in them little books. You understand? And then coming for more. So this is another one they want to stop. Yeah. Do your good work. Maybe they type out tell you Nancy. So me hear a laugh.
All right.
All right.
Big up yourself.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, somebody else just said, big example, Banches says, the oxtail. The oxtail. Yeah. I left a comment. I saw one of them had a big old piece of oxtail the other day, the ox's tail with the hair on it and everything. It just got cut off the ox, right? Cut off of the cow tail. And he was like, I'm gonna prepare this delicacy and you're gonna love it. And everything he did to it, I'm watching it and I said, damn, that's funny. Because these are the same people who used to feed this to us, thinking that this is the worst part of the meat. I mean, it fans flies. from the back of the cow. The cow shits on it every time he shits. So let's give this to them. And it's bony. What are you supposed to do with this? Let's give this to them. Some reason, we being us, our ancestors thought, all right, you give me lemons, I'm gonna make lemonade. All right, made some lemonade. Now look at them. Martha, what is it that smells so good over there coming from the slave shack? I don't know, honey. Martha, your cooking smells like shit. You should go stand by the window. Smell what's coming from over by the slave shack. Jesus Christ. What is that? Go on over there and find out. Go over there, dip them honey in that pot. Oh my goodness. What is this? It's the oxtail, sir. Yes, sir. The same oxtail I gave you earlier. Yes, sir. It's the same oxtail, sir. Oh, you're gonna have to cook some of this for me. Matter of fact, you moving in the house. You no longer in the field. I need you in the kitchen. I need you. What's this over here? That's cornbread. Oh my goodness. How you make this cornbread here? You know what? Don't even worry about it. Go on in the house. You all of a sudden you in the house, right? All of a sudden you in the kitchen. That's where we were. A lot of us were in the kitchen. Think about that. If I didn't like you, you couldn't be in my kitchen because you might kill me. Easiest way to kill me is poison my food. But that's who they had in the kitchen. Because we knew how to turn up in the kitchen with all the things they gave us: collard greens, ham hocks, chitlins. Chitlins in Jamaica is tripe and beans, right? Or tripe. The tripe. Whenever I see them clean tripe yet, listen, I grew up in our country, right? I see them clean tripe. Tripe, you have to use the straw, the long straw from them, cut it off of the cocoa leaf and shave off the leaf them, and the cocoa leaf have a long vein in it, and then run it through. First, they have to squeeze out all the doo-doo out the tripe. It's your intestines. That's where all your doo-doo goes, right? So when them kill a hog, them never tell the hog, say, when you're done doo-doo and empty out your belly, we're coming to slaughter you. It's just slaughter day for the hog. Them feed the hog till the hog get big and fat and ready to slaughter, because them want the meat, right? So when them done kill a hog, the hog have whole heap of doo-doo in that belly. I seen them, you have to hold it like this and milk the whole long intestines until the doo-doo come out the other side. My grandmother used to, and the women them that used to do it, they used to dig a hole way down a bush because them couldn't clean it near the house. Way down a bush, they would dig a deep hole. The men would dig the hole for them and carry it over there in a big basin. Jeffrey Massey, big up yourself. And carry it over there in a big basin, all the cow belly in it. And it would stink, just like how if you in the bathroom and somebody else taking a shit and you're like, oh my God, same way it's a doo-doo. And so you could see why they wouldn't want to eat it. I don't know what made us think, they done brought us some cow belly. Bobby, what we gonna do with this here cow belly? I don't know, Martha. I don't know what we're gonna do with this here cow belly. Silly, I don't know what we're gonna do with this here cow belly. That black woman said, hold up. I'm thinking of something. But first we're gonna have to clean this, because this ain't holy. This ain't healthy at all. They trying to kill us. So she squeezed out all the doo-doo. Then them off the cocoa leaf. Who the hell thought of that? Shave the cocoa leaf, get the long vein out of it, run it through it, flip the thing inside out. They flip the intestine inside out and scald it in boiling water. I've seen, not for nothing, a Black American couple that I know. I'm not calling no names. They know who they are. They were cooking that stuff one time. And I went to the building they live at. They lived on the second or third floor. It must have been the second floor, probably. And I smelt it right when I hit the parking lot downstairs of their building. Now, I got to realize that they were cooking that stuff without turning it inside out and boiling it and getting all that stuff off of it. But that's how I seen them do it in Jamaica when I was growing up. Now, remember in Jamaica, a big slave yard, Jamaica was the place where the proving ground, not the proving ground, the punished ground, If you were in anywhere else and they told you, well, Jasper, I tried with you, you just keep running away. I don't want you to influence my other slaves. Everybody gonna run and leave my plantation. So this Saturday, yep, we sending you to Jamaica. I wish you all the best, Jasper. Jasper is going to hell. That's how Jamaica was considered to be. Hell. You going into the sugarcane fields. I don't know if you ever been in a sugarcane field. My granddaddy had a sugarcane field, Mars Cleavy. Big sugarcane field. We used to run up and down through the sugarcane field. The sugarcane leaves come in like a razor blade when them cut you, right? So you run through them sugarcane fields, you try not to get hit with the razor blade. We little kids running through it. When them leaves slice you like this, we come out the sugarcane field sometime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They know we were in the sugarcane field. We had a coffee field, and behind the coffee field was the sugarcane field. The same place you see when I do vlogs in Jamaica, and you see my grandparents laid to rest right there. The sugarcane field was down that hill leading in. So we used to run down the hill through the sugarcane field and stuff. And that's a remnants of what our people came into to punish you. There were big snakes in the sugarcane field. They brought mongoose to Jamaica to fight those big snakes in the sugarcane field because snake afraid of mongoose. You don't know that, right? Yes, Jay Robinson. Sometimes it slices you so neatly, right? You didn't even know so you get sliced until it's time for you to bathe. And we used to bathe out the door. So when you're bathed now and you soap up and I wash down, you feel the burn them all over you. Sugarcane, you run through a sugarcane field and get sliced up all on your leg, them and thing. Yeah, man. So that's us. That's us. I think we've survived everything they've thrown at us, and they're still thinking, what the hell else can we throw at their asses for them to stop friggin' surviving? They haven't invented it yet. They haven't invented it yet. Yeah, big rat and mongoose in the sugarcane, not mongoose, big rat and big snakes in the sugarcane field. And of course, snakes used to eat the rats, and then the snakes used to be big and fat. And then they used to they sent in the mongoose, and the snake battle it out in there until Jamaica had almost no snakes left and was overran by mongoose. True thing. True thing. A long time, I not say mongoose, says Audrey. Boy, Audrey, a long time, I not see them neither. But I saw one. No, it wasn't. It was a possum, and it wasn't Jamaica either. So yeah, a long time, I not see mongoose neither. But I've seen them. I used to see them a lot growing up when I was in Jamaica. So from high school to the Steelers, he told me some things, shaking my head like paper cut. Yes, Missy, like paper cut. It cut you, the sugarcane leaves cut you like paper. Like you get paper cuts all over, paper cuts, paper cuts. You don't really feel them till you go to bathe. Or yeah. Or when you sweat and your skin start burn you. They're scattered all over because the cane fields are being destroyed for housing development, says Kaitaja Empress. Absolutely true. Now, what I see, hey, Kaitaja Empress, you know what's crazy? What I see happening now is the snakes are coming back. The snakes are coming back. You just said that they are scattered all over now. The mongoose, them scatter all over because they're killing out the sugarcane fields and they're developing housing schemes and whatnot, right? Well, residential areas, the snakes are coming back. Come and see some snake, some brother. I seen some videos on Instagram in recent times of snakes they found in Jamaica. May I see one, what's that river called? Blue Hole. Blue Hole them did that. And everybody is standing on one side like they didn't get in the water yet. And that is like the biggest, that thing is like that thick. It looked like an anaconda. And it rolled around and just twist on, go through on the bank of Blue Hole and go right back into the bushes. And I'm waiting to see the end of it. And it's like the end of it would not come. It just kept going and going. I mean, I said, blood fire. The person that was filming it said, you see, that's why I'm not like go a river and them something there and prefer swim in a pool. Cause look for all them something there now. God know if me did see that, you couldn't carry me go a river again. But me see it. Me see it. So the snakes are coming back because the mongoose are dying out. When I went to Jamaica in February, there's a family of mongoose living in the abandoned car in my yard because they didn't know where to go after they destroyed the cane fields nearby, says Cartaja Empress. What to do? No burn them out? Marie's Message 411 TV is in the building. Marie's Message 411 TV says my mother used to use iron hanger to clean tribe. Iron hanger? My grandmother used to use the middle of the cocoa leaf. You know, dasheen cocoa, them have some big broad leaf. They shave off the leaf and use the vein and run the vein through. Yeah. Snake, crocodile, shark, everything reappearing. I just seen they had like 8, is it 8? 8 or 10 crocodiles that were dead, showed up dead over one part of one place. Big too, you know. Coconut stems too. Yes, BM. The coconut stem too used to use and clean out the tribe. That's a long-living creature. It's been there for ages. To get that big, that means that they didn't die out. They somewhere off. Because them intelligent enough. They're intelligent. It is said, science says that the snakes are very intelligent. That's why them have a saying, wise as a serpent. They're intelligent. They found a way to survive and be out of our way. We used to swim off Tracy, and the sign at the hotel warned about snakes, and I've encountered eels out in the sea. John Noah. Let's ban TV there. Big up yourself, bro. Oh, we removed the car from the yard and they left with the car. Yo, me used to know people who used to throw gas on them. They would spray them with gasoline and light it, and you see the mongoose run with the fire. Gone so. I'll run through the cane field with the fire. On them. True thing. So we up here talking about one thing that leads to another thing that leads to another thing. There's a couple of things on our list this morning, right? So I'm gonna be switching topics, and I want you to stay with me while I switch topics. Pregnant and jumping. Since we're on us, let's talk about us. Pregnant and jumping. Stephanie Williams refuses to miss Carnival 2025. Chipping down the road with a whole new life kicking inside of her. Expectant mom Stephanie Williams said that one pregnancy won't stop her show. Jumping with the yard mask ban on Carnival Sunday, Williams, who is 6 months pregnant, said that she was never going to miss Carnival 2025. She said, quote unquote, I jump every year because Carnival is like a life experience. If you miss it 1 year, it's like you miss one whole year worth of living experience, the elated Williams said in an interview with the Star. Now, I'm going to tell you, big things, you know, the Carnival is getting big in Jamaica. So when asked if she had any second thoughts about, hold on, you know, I'm going to show you now. If you had any second thoughts about jumping this year, after finding out that you would be expecting during this season, she replied, no, not at all, not at all. If I was like 9 months or so and about to go into the hospital, that's the only way I wouldn't be outside, said Williams, adding that the baby was enjoying the music and gyrating as well. She's not bouncing and kicking now. She gone sleep, but she was bouncing earlier with her mommy tummy neatly tucked away behind her one-piece mesh costume from the Yard Mass Band's reggae section. The prideful Williams said that the Jamaica Land We Love theme was a perfect fit. I wanted something neat and not revealing too much, but it was the best looking costume anyways. It also represents me because I used to be a little Rasta. So it's just another way to show off my Rasta lifestyle from back in the days, she said. I guess she backslid. She ain't Rasta no more. Because she was really outside naked. Echoing the sentiment of many Yardie revelers, Williams said that she was grateful for the rain. The experience is lovely because the rain came and cooled down the place because it was really hot earlier. So we're just here now enjoying the truck, the music, nice, the vibes, the crowd, great, and the place just nice and cool. I expected the rain, so me prepare for it, she said, as she patted a small towel she folded and placed on her head to protect her from catching baby cold because me never did I go make my pregnancy stop me. Rain or shine, I would be outside. She backslide like me. Yeah, she backslide like me. Once a Rasta, always a Rasta. You don't have to what I'm saying? You don't have to dread to be Rasta. This is not a dreadlock thing. So, with plans already in place for Jamaica Carnival 2026, the young mother said that next year her baby girl will be right there jumping alongside her. Right? And it will be the baby's first carnival experience. Me and her, we are go outside. Me I get one of them baby carry on and me I strap her upon me and we outside. We are gonna make her a little mini costume and me and her outside. Williams reiterated with a smile as the crowd hurtled behind the Yardmass truck with the sound of soca and carnival music vibrating the atmosphere, and the patrons partied as one family, displaying the warmth and the love and the authentic spirit of true Yardies. Now, here's my thing. I see the article, right? Where it said baby call come after the baby is born, mom. Me wouldn't know that. That they couldn't keep us down. All right. Look at this. I saw the article and I'm thinking, when is enough just enough? Because, carnival, people outside naked, right? People outside naked at carnival already. But this is mommy. This is mommy at carnival, and she said this outfit was not too revealing. Ready? You see her? That's Stephanie. That's mommy. That's the pregnant woman at carnival. Right us up in our front. Check out the outfit. Now I'm saying to myself, um, is this appropriate for is this appropriate for is this appropriate for a pregnant woman, far gone pregnant, to be out in I mean it's your life, you do what you want to do, right? But if I should ask a man like you would you want your wife to be outside pregnant like this? That's our outfit. And she outside like so. You cool with that? Some of the man look over here, some man. Look on the one up front. And I one in the red thing back there, so me I show you. Look up here, so up front. And the up front outfit me I try to show you. She look naked to me. She look naked to me. King Big says never. I don't think any man would. Mel, you laugh. Never gonna call me chauvinistic again. I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think that was it, Stephanie. I really don't think that was it. But my gripe I have about all this is this. Because some always go somewhere with it. My gripe I have about all this is this. When they come outside naked for carnival, it's love and peace and unity and authentic spirit of true Yardies displaying the warmth and the love, and the patrons partied as one family. And the woman them naked and the man them whining in them crutches. But when a dance hall event is being kept, the energy is different. when a dancehall and party is being kept, you don't have as much naked woman, but you have one and two through the crowd that, you know, look like say them dressed for carnival. Everything outside like how Stephanie look. And they would use those two, three, four, five handful of women to judge the whole dance hall is slack and nasty. And look how them dress. And look how them are skin out themselves. You know, this is degrading. This is low. So I'm asking today, so please help me to understand, why is it okay to be this at Carnival, but it's not okay to be this at a dancehall event? Live on the air with SouFlo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFlo.
Morning, family. How you doing?
I'm good.
Talk to me, man.
You good?
Yes, me good indeed. Can't complain.
Yeah. We'll talk about the carnival and the things that where women wear.
In comparison to dancehall. In comparison to dancehall.
In comparison to dancehall.
Because they claim that, okay, so what I see is when carnival time come, even our politicians and our prominent figures, their wives outside in a nothing as well, you know, and it's seen as a joyous atmosphere and a family vibes and authentic spirit of the carnival and all these cultural affair. But when a dancehall event is keeping and a few women dress like that an event and dress and attend the event, you hear how them look nasty and ghetto and low down and this is disgraceful and distasteful. So I'm wondering why them draw the parallel, why them draw the line between the two.
I don't think there's a line between the two, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you have carnival, you have calypso music, you have soca music. But if you listen to the lyrics, it's the same sexual, vulgar thing going on.
In the music.
It's just that they have a way of rhyming it.
So it's not so blatant.
Sound right.
Right.
But when you do dancehall, they're brazen with it. They're singing about the same thing. But they're brazen with it.
But me not talk about the song them, you know. I'm talking about
the song them itself to me influence the way people dress and how them come and how them carry themselves. So to me, the music itself is an influence in how the woman them dress for the occasion. That's a big influence.
Yeah, but what may I say to you is they have drawn a line, like may I talk about the way them dress.
I'm saying that
and skin out, not the lyrics, not the lyrics.
I don't think there should be a line drawn, because I see the similarities in the way that they dress for carnival versus the way they dress for dancehall.
Right, and there shouldn't be a line drawn, but there is a line drawn, even with the most prominent people.
I'm saying they're drawing a line, but the fact that the music is singing about the same thing in a different way, I feel like the music is also an influence in how people dress.
So do you think if in that, let me ask you this then, you think if in dance hall then they were to be more creative at the way the songs are made and not be so vulgar with the sexuality, like how it's hidden in soca, do you think they would probably stop saying things about the way how women dress in dancehall when them come out X-rated, like how they come out looking for carnival?
I don't think it would be a different, because when you listen to the carnival music, they're singing about the same thing. They're just doing it in a different way. Two fall on me yard, wanna kaka wanna end, but the kaka put me in a problem. You're singing about something sexual, but you're singing it in a subliminal way. And that's what soca is.
But that's not a soca, you know. That's a dancehall.
But I'm trying to give you an example of the fact that soca music sings sexual songs in a subliminal way.
Right, me get that. Me understand that.
And dancehall just raw with it.
Right.
But either way, people are dressing provocative, so it doesn't make a difference whether they're at the dancehall
or at the soca event.
The soca event.
Them still dress X-rated and raunchy.
Yes, the music and the culture and what people want at that time and want to see at that time in our culture is what's driving the way people dress and carry themselves. You can't sing a skin out song in a dance hall and everybody dressed in a hijab. What you call that? Muslim dress.
What kind of people
call them can't sing nothing. You can't. You understand what I'm saying? You can't sing a skin out song and everybody dress up, cover up. Because them have to skin out. That
was Buju Banton.
Them have to act out the music.
Right.
Right. So to me, the way people dress is according to the genre and the music.
All right. So it's a sexy kind of music.
Feel like wearing that night or that day.
But I see a whole heap of people out there in regular clothes and them enjoy. Watch this. Wait there. I just see a comment. That was Missy Brabram that said, no, one of them said, I dress regular in my clothes and still enjoy it just the same. So I don't know. I attended a few dancehall events, wind up myself in my classic attire and still had a great time, says Nance.
It's not about the minority having a good time. The majority is trying to be seen. There's no way you can dress half naked and not tell me that you don't want to be seen, that you don't want attention.
Right.
You don't want somebody to look at your outfit.
Right.
It's all about attention seeking.
Got it.
Now, the ones that are not seeking attention, them dress up
regular,
respectably, classy, and go out and enjoy themselves.
Yeah, so Carnival is like a time of the year to seek some attention.
Right.
Yeah, and
the music helped them along with seeking that attention.
Okay. Is that attention seeking effect?
Yes. Yeah. But as far as the pregnancy now, let's talk about that.
Wait there. Before you do that, I like what Jeff said. Hold on. Jeff said lies. The thing is, Carnival history goes back to ancient Greek, etc. In its origin. However, we created our own version, and it's because soca is actually tied to the Indian-looking people, them, and dancehall is tied to black people. So that is where the division also comes in.
I don't disagree with what he's saying.
Say it.
But what I'm talking about is the way women dress when they go to certain functions.
Say it.
And why they dress the way they do.
All right. So
and I feel like the music is an influence on that.
Okay, so the soca and the dancehall music influence the women to dress sexy, X-rated, and provocative.
Exactly.
All right.
Now, according to the woman that's pregnant and want to go to the dancehall or the festival.
Yeah, shout out Carnival.
My question is, have you ever seen, do you see Asian women out anywhere pregnant? You don't even see them when they're pregnant.
I don't even see them when they're pregnant. I can't tell when last we ever see a pregnant
women,
Asian
you
woman.
don't even see them when they're pregnant.
Yeah, well, you know they have a belief that energy could be internalized through the womb into the baby. Yeah,
that's where I was going with it.
That's why their women are hidden when they
your unborn child from certain energy and certain things.
Yes. That is
you
culturally
have to keep
their belief.
Yourself pure and away from everything.
Right.
How can you be pregnant in a dance hall when anything can happen in a dance hall? Fight can break out. Somebody can push you. Somebody start shoot. Anything can happen.
Seeing.
when you're out in public and you're having a festival or carnival, there's a lot of trucks around, cars around, people around, accident, anything can happen.
See.
And you are carrying an unborn child. You are responsible for that unborn child.
And she whining down and she said the baby whining too.
And you're wilding out.
Saying.
You're half naked and a wild out.
With the baby in your belly.
With the baby in your belly.
Yeah.
And you talk about she move around and
the baby
she's agitated because she's over. The baby is the baby's senses is overloaded because of all what's going on.
The noise and the movement and the bass line from them big speakers and yeah.
All right.
True.
May I go back in that chat?
All right, my friend. Thank you. All right. That was Mary's message 411 TV. She's in the chat. Hit her name. Go over to our channel. All right. Don't forget also that Shakira changed her name on YouTube back to the original name, which is Brains and the Beat. Go over there so as well. That's a wifey channel. Now, as the years go along, the meaning changed and the slackness took over. As for preggers, she want to slap somebody's. Well, King Big said that. King Big said traditionally Carnival was to celebrate and also mock the plantation owners. Originally. Yeah, and nakedness was not in it then. We used to have like John Connor dress up and these kind of things. Nakedness wasn't in it. Nakedness became a new thing to Carnival in New Age. And then it took off and become more popular and more popular. What's in your mouth? Come here. Eggs? You're still eating. You're eating going through the door? Hi, pretty.
Hi.
Say hi, everybody. That's not how you say hi. Say good morning, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
There you go. And they're over there. I love you. You ready for school? Okay. I gotta go pick up.
You gotta pick up what?
No, I gotta go pick up Grandma from the airport.
No.
But you're gonna be in school.
I was gonna call you.
I'm gonna go by myself because you're gonna be in school.
Why?
All right. This is Milani. Milani is 4 years old and beautiful, and she does what's this called this morning?
Outfit check.
She does outfit check where she shows you what she's gonna wear to school today, and then she goes off to school to have her day. All right. So we break up the monotony by giving Milani her little section in the morning called outfit check. All right. You ready, mommy?
Yes.
Okay. Come, jump up on me.
Okay.
Up on that ego. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, stand up straight. So we're keeping it simple today, right? We're rocking a white t-shirt today. This is a girly tee though. It's definitely not cut for boys.
It's only for girls.
Yeah, it's only for girls. I could tell by the way it's designed.
And these shoes look like they're
I always love these pants. This is some cheetah print jeans. Cheetah print jeans in like army fatigue style. Right there. And you gotta show off your shoes, mommy.
These are my shoes.
And she got on some white sneakers.
From Marshalls.
From Marshalls?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like those. They're super girly with glitter laces. And then, of course, we have to show off the face, the beautiful face with the pretty eyes. And then we have to show off the pretty hair. And show off the other side of the pretty hair. And back to the beautiful face. All right. I love you.
You.
What does she look like me? Let's see what they say. Mr. Brown said, compose. She look like me? Let's see. Who's gonna say she look like me or let's settle this once and for all. Does she look more like me or more like her mom? Let's see, mommy. Nan says wifey. Kataja Empress says yes. Great Goody says bad she look like you. BM says yes. Sean Cassell says yes. Mel says her mom. Yvonne Brown says her mom. Mervyn the Point says no sir. Wait now Mervyn, what you do to me about no sir? And why are some of y'all saying her mom? She's your twin SouFLo. British Jamaican girl, you're my friend. She look like you and wifey combination. All right. Lil Red Gucci says she looks like you. Big up yourself, Lil Red Gucci. BM says in between. Mr. Brown says she look like Miss Ruby. I swear I said that too. So Miss Ruby right up there, sir. Yes, she a mommy twin. Mervyn, me not deal with you no more. Yeah, me think you're my dupes, but yeah, said she a mommy twin. That's brains right there. PG, me not like you neither. Uh, Kai is the splitting image of you though. Great Goodies says, look like you more. Son looks like mom. Mm-hmm. See, she says something different. Kai is you, says Audrey. Lovely Anika is in the building. Lovely Anika. Big up yourself, lovely Anika. Say morning. She look like Shaki. You know what? All right, forget some accent or anything. Me I send her going to school. Say have a good day, mommy.
Have a good day.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Give me my lover.
Yeah.
Give me my lover. Yeah, go Jim.
Yep, might as well.
Suck it!
Yeah, forget me accent or anything. We're gonna just act like that section never happened and just move right along, all right? They say have a good day, mommy.
Have a good day, Mommy.
I'm glad to see she changed back the name. It's more fitting. Crystal G said. Crystal G said the name Brains and Beat is more fitting. Right. Our Brains and with an and sign. Pussy G in the building?
No, they are.
It was an and. And a big capital B. Boy, it's for some reason when I type in hers, it don't come up. But that's how it's spelled, Brains and the B at YouTube. And that's all. Yes, glad she changed back the name. The other one was too long. Shakira Spear. Trini Elbe is a 50-50 between you and the wifey. Big up yourself, Trini Elbe. Bad Dolly. All right, babe. Thank you. All right. All right. You know what? At least someone else should look like me. I mean, no, say I'm mine. What a thing. When you're picking them, don't look nothing like you. Why? You ask and then Bex. Me ask Jeff, come the only one here what me want here, but it's all right. It's all right. Me good again. Me good again. All right, so check it right. Let's see what we have on the list. Cause I gotta leave here soon. I gotta get to the airport and get my mom. My mom stay traveling, y'all. I hope that's what my life turned out to be. Me used to love travel too, until me used to love take plane until one bag of plane start drop out the sky. Then we kind of get leery about the plane thing. But mama stay on the go. So I'm gonna pick her up and thing. Chauffeur the lady. My chauffeur my queen. That I go on. Alright. Listen. Delulu. King Bigs. Nothing no go so. I mean Shakira. Listen, come off of that no man, we're done. It's alright. Okay, alright. You ever lick somebody and them lick your back, but they lick your back way harder and them lick your back like 10 more times and you only did lick them once. Alright, we're good. Stop. It's done. Alright. Come off right now. Alright. Did y'all see the White House lawn? Did y'all see the we could change the subject. Did y'all see the White House lawn? The White House lawn was lined with mugshots. Come on, come. Bridget, you can't have it all. Easy enough, King Bigs, man. That's cool, man. But the White House lawn was lined with mugshot style photographs of people that have been arrested or immigrants that have been arrested and their alleged crimes. Did y'all see it? So, you know, Donald Trump is approaching his 100th day in office, of which I did a recording session yesterday. So we have that material already to give to you about all the things that has gone on in the 100 days, just to keep everybody up to par. I'll say this. I was exhausted just doing that video yesterday, which I'll post shortly, right? Lovely Anika is in the building this morning. That's my fellow content creator sister. You can see her right there in the comment section. Her name looks different from everybody else. It's in gray and white with a tick next to it because she's a verified YouTuber. You can go over to her channel, click right there, hit that subscribe button, and engage her content. Keep the love in the family, right? All right. So the sun rose on President Donald Trump's 99th day in office. Today is his 100th day. On Monday to reveal scores of booking photos lining the White House north lawn perimeters that the administration claims depict immigrants who have previous convictions or charges such as murder, kidnapping, sexual assault of a child, rape, etc. Yo, they had the people's face and then their charges in big bold letters. I haven't made the icon for this video yet, but when I do make the icon for this video, I'm going to put the picture, I'm going to use the pictures as a part of it, right? The piece of what 39% rating. His rating has dropped to an all-time low. Yes, the lowest of any the lowest for any president has ever gotten in their first 100 days in office. But he said that these media houses need to be sued because they're lying about those numbers. I'm doing swell, and I have a lot of people who love me, and you know that already. Fake news, that's what it is, fake news. So the booking photos did not bear the names of the individuals in the photos, but the White House account posted photos that included names. The Trump administration is highlighting its aggressive immigration enforcement measures to mark Donald Trump's 100th day as president, particularly when it comes to immigrants suspected or convicted of violent crimes and drug crimes. Tuesday, which is today, marks the 100th day that Donald Trump has been president of the United States of America. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said that the president will sign 2 executive orders on Monday, which is Monday evening, to empower law enforcement to pursue criminals and to publish a list of U.S. jurisdictions that obstruct the enforcement of federal immigration laws. If you are an illegal alien in the United States, this message is for you. You cannot hide from ICE. We are actively looking for you, White House border czar Tom Homan said. I'm not going to go any more into this because this goes into my video that I'm about to put up later on. And the video that I put up this morning concerning immigration has all that information in it. 5,320 Jamaicans were on the list. So they had published a list of by country, like they would say 20,000 from Haiti are in the US or are in the US and have gotten their paperwork signed by an immigration judge for them to leave the country. Their deportation orders are in. It's been finalized. They did all the different countries and how many people from each country has those waiting for them. For Jamaica, it was like 5,320 or something like that, right? Or was it 5,230 or 320? One of them number there, 5,000 and something. Of those Jamaicans, it is still said that majority of them, over 5,000, are, this message would be for them. Them can't find them. Them can't find them. Them gone. They're out there somewhere. And they're putting out a message that they and all the others, this is not just for Jamaicans, they and all the others who are on the run, you cannot hide. ICE is going to find you. That's the message. ICE is going to find you, and we are going to deport you, right? You know what that means? That means that because after this you can't come back, and I mean can't come back as in once your deportation order is in, because you did not show up and you ran. That's it. There's no recourse for you after this. So we have, oh, it's safe to say that we have over 5,000 Jamaicans who will be deported once they are caught, if they can catch them. And they will be deported from the US, and they will be barred from ever re-entering the United States of America again. That's just for Jamaica. I was surprised at the amount for Dominica. Now, I'm saying Dominica has like one of the lowest murder rates in the Caribbean. So you can't even run from Dominica and be like, I was running because crime and violence is out of control. What are y'all leaving Dominica for? What I left Dominica for? I can understand why somebody will leave Jamaica. Jamaica is beautiful. Jamaica expensive, narrated, and you know, crime and violence is a whole nother something. But why are leaving Dominica for? Those 5,200 likely gone back through the border. Remember the point Jamaica occur? Gone back through the border to where? The border sealed up, friend. The border is sealed up. Gone back through the border to where? They offer a way to leave. The way to leave is you call the number on the home app. You tell them, say, I'm here illegally and I want to self-deport. They'll put you on the self-deport list. They will also try to find out from you if you have the resources to be able to leave. You can tell them, honestly, I've been here for 2 years. I haven't been working. I was being helped by some merciful people. I don't have a dollar to my name. I would love to self-deport. They will give you the finances to leave. They're not going to give you money to go home and be rich in your country. They will give you the monies to, or the ticket, or they will make the way possible for you to be able to leave. Some people, because you know, if you go to the airport, you can't just show up at the airport, I want to get on a flight. It doesn't work like that. You have to clear TSA. TSA is going to ask for legitimate documents. Some people might not even have their documents. That is why that line was created. So if you want to self-deport, they will help you from there, right? Get the proper papers you need and the finances you need to purchase that ticket to take yourself back home. Now, if you do not go that route and you decide to run and hide, when they catch you, there is no getting out of it for you. You will be detained. You will be sent out of the country. You will be barred for life from ever coming back to the United States of America. One thing about we know, we find our way around everything, you know. And again, I'm not encouraging illegal immigration. I'm just saying, one thing about we find our way around everything. I will bet you my bottom last dollar, say, there's gonna be a couple of Jamaicans who, once them get deported, they'll be right back in the US. They'll be right back. I'm not gonna point no picture and no finger in any kind of direction. I'm just gonna say they'll be right back. Cause that's what they do. That's what they do. Jamaicans don't play. Yeah, them are the people who find a way when there is no way. If you lost it and you want to find it, call a Jamaican. If everybody else can't fix it, call a Jamaican. If nobody knows the way in, call a Jamaican. I bet you same find a way in for you. You think a joke? Watch and see. But apparently they can't find them. So they have gone on the run. And I knew this would happen. If you watch my first video when they let the numbers out, I said it. Right? Morning, John Hester. And I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for that. I said it when the numbers came up. I said, 5,310 Jamaican. Them not gonna find not even half of them there. I said, them lucky if them find even half of them there. And I was just joking when I said it, but honestly speaking, I wasn't really joking. Cause me know, come on, you know your own people. They're like, yo, bro, yo, I'm boogie from around there, so you know, yeah, me a cut. Where I go? Not even you, me not tell, brother. I see up on the other side. Not even you, me not tell, because things drastic right now. So I say, I not even know if man like when we call them people up on me and try to get a paycheck or something off it. So I cut where I cut, see? All right, we link up. All right, boom, gone. Where he is at, I don't know. Lovely Anika says, how can someone re-enter our country after deportation? Now, I'm trying to educate my people, warn them. I read through the immigration laws, and if you're an immigration attorney in here, tell me I'm wrong. But I read it, and it says being in the United States of America and being out of status is not by itself illegal. There is no law on the books that makes it illegal. It is rather a civil matter, meaning you could be out of status and you're fighting, trying to get status, etc. It is a civil matter. Once you have been deported and you come back and you're caught, now you are here illegally. They have plans for you if they catch you after they've deported you. The laws are being upgraded. Donald Trump them right now is working on making it so that what I just said will no longer be. So if you're here out of status, you're automatically illegal. It's not, you're not illegal. Even in the immigration courts, they don't even use the word illegal to describe migrants. They only use the word illegal in the immigration court to describe those who have been tried and convicted of a crime and are still in the United States of America. Those are the people they use the word illegal for. You know how civilians just go, oh, they illegal, they illegal. They just throw around the word illegal. But I know so it go. If you get caught after you've been deported, you are definitely illegal in this country. It is now a criminal matter, no longer a civil matter. And they are working right now to make sure that the laws reflect, because you will be doing extensive prison time. Here's the thing. Once you see them working on sending people to like El Salvador and wherever else they're going to be sending people to, just know that once you come back in here after they deported you and you get caught here, that's where you're going to end up. You're not going to be in the US, in a US prison. They know that some people would rather be here in a US prison, 3 hots and a cot. I could fight, defend myself. If I go in there and I'm cool, ain't nobody gonna really bother me. I'm good, right? Them know some people would rather do that. They're sending you to where the conditions are uncertain. And that's the plan behind that. That's why they've been working on that. That's why they've been working on that. So I don't know what to tell you. You running. Jerome Pearson said we find every way fighting to come to America to get disrespected by family members, work like slave just to save up money to go back to Jamaica to enjoy yourself. How that makes sense? I don't know, Jerome. I don't know. I, for one, would say I don't want to sound any kind of way, because foreign is not for me alone. You know, and honestly, when I'm in Jamaica, me run through 10,000 US dollar, like me blow it out. I'm like, yo, Jamaica is expensive. Jamaica never used to be that expensive. Jamaica is super expensive. Jamaica itself has been gentrified to a point where they're pretty much turning Jamaica into a place where if you don't have foreign dollars, you know, you have to go live basic. You have to go live basic. Nobody don't really want to live basic. Everybody want to enjoy life and live. And you know, we want to go down for the North Coast for the weekend and carry the family for up in the hills we come from. And we want, you know, do this and do that like we live here in Florida, or like other people are able to do. But the money will keep everybody living basic, you know. So with that said, I don't know. I don't know. I was gonna say, if a lot of these people actually put in the effort from back home, speaking of Jamaica specifically, they would probably make it. But I lie me I tell, because I know a whole heap of people in Jamaica where I try, and them I try hard, and they've been trying for years. Them tried this and it no work, them tried that. Them tried this and it no work, them tried that. Them tried 3, 4, 5 things at once. You know, them walk out them showcase, them just can't make ends meet. for people that work that hard to not see any progress. Like a man can afford a nice little car. The same can, drive out wifey and carry the kids them go somewhere, go eat some ice cream Sunday evening or something, living hand to mouth, barely making it, these kind of stuff. And then the same people, they apply those same work ethics when they come to the US and they thrive like crazy. So you can't blame them for, remember, the world gets smaller. So we are able to see in real time right now where we're cousin them overseas and we cousin will live in Miami and we uncle will live in England and we auntie will live in Canada and we little brother will just come up on him there. We are able to see now exactly what's going on in their life. And if you in a place where nothing is happening for you because it's like a ceiling over your head, everywhere you turn and you can only grow this much, every human wants to maximize their true potential. Every human being want to achieve their dreams for themselves, their goals for themselves. That's where happiness comes from. A human being is happy when things are falling in place and going the way that they envision their life to go. And nobody don't get up and plan bad things for themselves, believe it or not. Even the worst people. Only when time them start get into things, they start trying to find ways out or other ways to get things done, and people make a lot of stupid choices and start doing illegal things and all these other things. But on average, most people, they just want to be able to grow, to succeed, to live a good, upful life. Like, why not? Why not? But when you can't find it which part you come from, cause too much mouth upon the bread, you have to go somewhere else to look it. And they're looking to the US for it. Some people look to Canada, some people look to the UK, some people look to other places in the world, but we know a lot of our people look towards the US. Maybe because it's right next door to Jamaica, I don't know if that's it. I don't know. Maybe it's also the lure of life in the US and how many states are here, and you can try this one and that one and all kind of something like that. The teachers, nurses, hotel workers, they work their entire lives and can't even afford a house, a car, or a family vacation. That's disheartening, says Mel Mel. Thank you, Mel Mel. Thank you for putting that in there because that's exactly what I was trying to say. I said this before and I'll repeat it again. It broke my heart when I saw a teacher who had been teaching for umpteen years. She had a big sign, and the big sign says all she wanted to do was to be able to buy herself a car. She's been taking public transportation to come to school to teach, public transportation to go home all these years. And it's not because she is not. And she did an interview and she was like, it's not because I'm not frugal with my money. I'm not a spendy person. Sometimes them don't even pay us for all 2 months straight, 3 months. And I'm like, that couldn't happen in America. That, as bad as anything might be in America, that would not happen. Ain't no teacher going to work for 2 months straight with no pay, right? So the teacher them in Jamaica start take to the road and start have to hold up plaque signs to get their pay. One teacher said, there's an eviction on my house right now because I rent house me live in and me I get evicted from it right now. Me can't afford my own house to buy one or build one. And I was like, these are teachers who've been teaching now 10, 15, 20 years. They're able to see their counterparts who they went to college with and graduate with and say, yes, we're going to change the world. We're going to be teachers. They're able to see the ones who left Jamaica. And in short time, 2 years in the US, 2 car in a driveway already. 2 more years in the US, one nice house the back of the 2 car them. And they're like, damn. And all that in the meantime, they are sending back money to Jamaica to help the rest of their family members. A barrel will come down on the regular Western Union, money will come in on the regular bank transfer, etc., etc. They can do things for their people back home, and they still stuck who are there fighting to get a basic paycheck. So you can't even blame them. You can't even blame them, And these are people who they want something out of life, and they've been working for it. The country just set away. I see a lot of people say this, right? Y'all need to just stay in your own country and make your own country better. And you know, I said to myself, you say that because you were born in the US. Okay. You've stayed in the US. Have you made it better? Have you made it better? No. You have no control. You have no control. You're at the mercy of whatever happens next. You just have to try to find the best way. You are lucky that you're born in the US because there are like opportunities out the wazoo here. As bad as anybody might want to say things about the United States of America, why do you think so many people from so many different places are breaking their necks to get here and are risking their all to stay here when they get here? Because those opportunities don't exist where they come from. That's common knowledge. You know, so look on people and be all insensitive about send them back. Send them back. Y'all need to stay your asses in your own country and make it better. How? How? People from other countries, I could speak for Jamaica specifically. They have about as much control as you who are born in the US have over changing the US. You don't have no control. So what you're actually telling them is stay in your country and suffer. I don't want to see you. I don't want you to come here and take hold of some of these opportunities. Stay where you at and suffer. You're good there. So I'm not mad with nobody where I try, you know, make the move. I'm not mad at them. Try a thing. Nothing tried, nothing done. Try a thing. Remember, I know. A whole heap of people run off, you know, from back in the day, you know. And if you look on them today, them life sweet, you know. Yeah, man, them life sweet like condensed milk. If you look on them today, them life sweet, and them life did start just like how this era go right now for some people. So who are you to like dictate? And you know, I don't know what's happening with my channel too, but it's super hostile right now for the immigrant community. And I know this because every time I put up an immigration video, I want y'all to go in the comment section and check out the comments of those immigration videos. Them start cuss me first of all. And if you don't like it, your ass could leave too. I'm like, damn, I'm just bringing the news. I'm bringing the updates. I don't really have no dog in this fight. You know, I'm bringing the update to the immigrant. Like my videos, a lot of them are an update to what has changed immigration-wise. Like the video that was posted this morning, there are some exorbitant fees that the Trump administration is planning to put in place. It's already been tabled. Like for instance, I'm not going to tell you the whole thing. You need to go watch it, but and listen to it carefully. But I'll give you one. Those who are seeking asylum to stay in the United States of America will have to start paying $1,000 or more just to file that asylum application. So if you don't even have $1,000 to file your asylum application, that way, out of there. Now, you know, most people who are coming asking for asylum, they don't have nothing. They don't have anything. They're not coming here rich asking for asylum. If they were rich there, or if they had money like that, they would have stayed where they came from. Majority of them. So that's one. I'll give you another one because there's a whole bunch of them. You have to go listen to the video I put up this morning. I'll give you another one. You know how they have the no more catch and release? Right. That means if you are detained by immigration authorities in the US, they will not release you. Your case, if you have a case pending, will be heard with you in lockup. And then they will decide if they want to deport you or not. But there will be no catch and release. So parole program done. Oh, so you thought. Here's one for your family. If your family wants to get you out of federal holding, ICE detention, lockup, it'll be $8,500 to get you out. Now, you know, my mama is not going to see me locked up and she's straight and she like, damn, my son in the ICE, you know, and them lock him up and them hold him there pending. Well, if we go get that $8,500 here together to get him out. Here's the kicker to the $8,500. You know what? I'm not telling you no more. Go watch my video I put up this morning. It has all this new information in it. So these are the videos I do for to update you on what's going on in the immigration space. And these people in the comment section are cuss me. If you don't like it, take your ass out of the US too. You know what's funny, man, is that a lot of the people that's telling me if I don't like it, take my ass out of the US too. I probably did more for this United States of America than they ever did as an immigrant, you know? But you can't tell them that because you just weren't born here. So it's pretty hostile right now. PG says the politicians tripled their pay and the civil servants were left without income, especially their overtime money. And Mervyn the Point, Jamaica Curse says some of those countries' economy got frigged by Mel says great goodies, yes. And Condro Condro said a higher pay raise for them will encourage them to do the better job for us. Yeah. Condro, Andrew Holness said a higher pay raise for him and his fellow politicians will allow him and his fellow politicians to do a better job at governing the country. When I don't expect me, I watch a video, I forget where the girl was like, you think it easy? You left me a yard with picnic every day, and you gone out the road, go run up and down with girl, and not even food now in our house. And when you come home, you want me to bubble pan body or pan hungry belly. You think it easy for your bubble pan body pan hungry belly? You think it easy? She was cussing out her man, right? It kind of reminds me of the situation that we're in when Andrew Holland said to the people them say after him give themselves a multi-million-dollar pay raise on top of a multi-million-dollar salary and then give the people them 3 periods which barely brought them to $100 per week for a 40-hour work week. The man turned around and said, I do not expect us to run the country properly if we're not paid properly, do you? Then, sir, you're not expecting people them to get up and go be motivated for work and be good, prideful Jamaicans 40 hours out of the week when them not even have money. By the time them take 2 taxi for reach work, because them don't have no money if you can buy a car. So by the time them take 2 taxi for reach work back and forth, or even if them have a little car, gas alone done that. You know, which part the money get there for the food, for the house, light bill of pay, and all these other things, sir. And them supposed to stay motivated. But you, with your $1 million salary, will get million more raise on top of that. You still can't do the job properly unless you get $1 million raise on top of $1 million. Okay. This is when I said Jamaican people, you know, just make them take off your coffee. And no matter where him say, you know, go with it. It's kind of like Donald Trump. His followers are like diehard. If you're not gonna follow me like Trump, don't follow me. That's the kind of that's the kind of followers I want. That he can do no wrong. And the same thing for Andrew and Theme followers. He can do no wrong. And no matter how you show them we cuss you, then we fight you. You hear how much you know love Jamaica. Stay apart in which part of there. You know there so you don't know what going on so. They're forgetting that the world is small, right? This ain't back in the day. We know exactly what's going on in Jamaica. And next funny thing is the people who talk like that, persons like me, we cover more of Jamaica than they do. Them live in Jamaica and stay one place. Maybe go 2 places. Back and forth. When we go, we cover 4, 5, 6 parish one time. Stay 2 nights over there, so 1 day over there, so 2 days over there, so that kind of stuff, and then go back our yard before we even leave the island, right? Break bread everywhere we go to. And yet still they have the nerve to tell you, stay apart and stop talking about Jamaica business. Andrew is the new Kevin. Them fi follow him to the follow him to the ark. The ark is coming. You must prepare yourself. What Kevin did do again, him give the people them, hold on, tin mackerel and dumpling. Have the people them lock up in the basement of his building and was giving them This is the waiting spot where we're going to wait for when the ark returns. You know, like Noah on the ark. Yeah, the ark was coming back. And this is where we're going to wait. We're staging a wait. And in the meantime, is tin mackerel and dumpling are served. When I people them will come out and they say them yam tin mackerel and dumpling the whole time them in there. And the whole time them in there, them get mostly the dumpling with the gravy. And this a man eat the tin mackerel for himself. Not even the little tin mackerel, he would give them the gravy and he eat the tin mackerel for himself. I saw. Anyhow, that I saw it going on. Let me see. Take Chadora off the list. Today in Jamaica, while we're at Jamaica, let's talk about this. There is a blue and black. Oh, it's 9:30. I hate to leave y'all like this, but I have to. I have about 15 minutes left, then I gotta go. So there's a blue and black protest supposed to happen in Jamaica today. Bad omen. The police high command says that it will deploy enough cops in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew today as a planned protest against the constabulary by human rights groups, Jamaicans for Justice, JFJ. They appear to to attract opposition from citizens who have been encouraged to show support for the police. So JFJ, the organization Jamaicans for Justice, they are protesting today in Jamaica at Halfway Tree in St. Andrew. They are protesting the extrajudicial killings of Jamaican citizens. If you don't know it, Jamaican police has killed over 100 Jamaicans so far, from January 1st till I believe the date to be exact is about a week ago. From January 1st to a week ago, let me see. Last week, the Independent Commission of Investigation stated that a total of 102 civilians have been killed by our security forces between January 1st and April 24th. And they have renewed a call for police and soldiers to be equipped with body-worn cameras when they are embarking on planned operations. So JFJ is saying, no man, this is too much. Over 100 and something people killed by police, and it's always the same story. Come on now, something is amiss, right? But, you know, it's an election year. The Prime Minister is saying violent crimes are down 30-something%. I've even seen Jamaicans who are saying, well, if them kill 102 already and the crime rate gone down by 32%, maybe if them kill the next 102, the crime rate will go down 64%. And then them kill the next 102, and then we reach which part Jamaica don't really have no crime again. That is the reasoning of some Jamaicans. So what the High Commission is saying today, they will actually, JFJ will be out there protesting against the police brutality, and they are going to send out people to counteract JFJ. I think that's a bad idea. That's a bad idea because now it's known as blue versus black, right? The deployment, and people are being told today to wear blue. Wear blue today to show your support for the police. The deployment of police personnel is a precautionary measure intended to ensure the safety of all participants and to preserve public order, especially in light of credible indications of possible counter-protests in the vicinity. So they are saying they have knowledge of there are going to be people out there who are going to be counter-protesting JFJ. I don't know. Mr. Bram says black for human rights group and blue for backing the criminality on citizens. The whole deportation rules are so unfair, says 5Field63. Greg Goody says, ain't that some ish? Audrey Wright says, so if a Fidem Picnic get killed, will they be singing the same tune? And the answer is no, but that's how our people are. Them love Everybody on social media is a crime fighter and want to see the place, you know. But when you catch them in a real life, they're actually crime supporters. You know what I mean? And them support every facet of it too. The same police them. The same police them. Listen, I've said it myself before. I said it like this before. I said to my Jamaican, because of the brothers, them I get killed the most. Every now and then, them kill one bad gal, one gun gal, but a Muslim man. And I said, if you don't see what time it is right now, and take for yourself, you're going dead. Andrew Holness made a speech, and he said something about going to meet your maker or something. In other words, I interpreted that like this: behave yourself or a gunshot. Simple. Now, I understand also we can't have it both ways, because Jamaican criminality, especially where the murders are concerned, it was way out of hand. And not only was it way out of hand, it is unorthodox the way that things are done. So you can't fight unorthodox with traditional. There has to be some unorthodox movement to counter the unorthodox criminality that was going on in the island, right? People are asking, why wasn't this done earlier? It's election year. They won't say it to you. I will. Come in, not attached to them. It's election year. I don't care which party. It's election year. So because it's election year, they've got our security forces have gotten the orders to kill. It's election year. We have to win this election. I want those murders down by a certain percentage by the time we decide, say, okay, let's run for election again. So kill, kill, kill. We are giving you the right to murder out them rotted. Hey, if it blink wrong, shot it. And in the process of that happening, our gunman, gun bag, wannabe gangster, gunman, criminal, are they getting killed? You're damn right they are. But are people who are not that getting killed in the process too? I absolutely believe so. I absolutely believe so. So with that said, I'm on the fence. Like, I don't know what side to take. I've always said it's time for our security forces to start wearing cameras. That way there's no argument about who was in the wrong. You know, every story can end with, we were on patrol, they started shooting at us, we shot back, 4 of them end up dead. These 2 guns were found on the scene, one 9mm with 3 rounds, live rounds, and 1 AR-15 rifle with a magazine carrying 7 rounds were found among them. And that's always the narrative. It would be nice to actually see the police video where we can say, pop, 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 pop. Oh, damn. They must shoot after police them for real. Done them, squaddy. That kind of stuff. Then we would be more supportive, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of gray areas involved. And I'm all for the police doing their job. Because I told you all this before too. Indicom, me no know. Indicom to me coming like them tie up the police them hand, but then the civilian them can't trust them either. So I was wondering, like, what is their purpose there? You know? Because police can't do them job, else them have the police looking away. But at the same time, the civilians can't go to them either because they ain't really backing the civilians. We're going to do an investigation into the situation to see, and then nothing ever comes out of the investigation. So I was like, why are they there? This is a sticky one. This is a sticky one. What I don't think makes sense, though, is that JFJ should be out there protesting and the police them are going to send people out there to counter them. There was no counter protest going on, man. JFJ protests all the time. JFJ always do peaceful protests. And they protest all the time. Let them make them protest. Let them make them protest. But when you start sending people out there and telling people about where it's going to be and where blue today, you're actually sending people out there to be against them. And then people are going to clash because we are Jamaican. So right away, we can draw out that scenario here for you. You out here in a blue and support the police, them the same police them we are kill off the whole away around here. Wait till them kill your picnic. Right, that's all. Arguments start, banter back and forth. We don't know how some of we head hot already. Next thing you know, up under your mother that gone. Next thing you know, they forgot what the hell they were out there protesting for in the first place, start fight. Unnecessary. Leave them alone, let them protest. It is their right to protest as citizens. Peaceful protest. They're not mashing up nothing. Them not harm nobody. Them just a say 102 from January 1st till the 24th of April is a lot of bodies dropped by the security forces and something in a something if we can fix that up. That them I say. I saw, and y'all know I advocate for the police them all the time. You know, I always say they get basket to carry water, you know. And we thank the good ones because if it wasn't for them, dog would have nyam with supper because Jamaica is truly an unruly nation. And my people them know this. See? I saw a story yesterday where a police officer was killed, a police officer was found with a gun, an illegal firearm. And he is an active duty police officer. So he was off duty and found with an illegal firearm. And you know, a lot of people were in the comment section saying stuff like, yeah man, and them same illegal firearm that them plant on the youth them when they murder them and talk about this is what was found at the scene. I wasn't even thinking along that lines. I was more thinking along the lines of, is this one of the police officers that the FLA said should not be given a permit to own and carry a licensed concealed firearm? Can't check it. If you have me at Jamaica's police, we go through this before, some of them might have missed it. If you have me at Jamaica's police and you say, yes, Mr. Mark, go on, do it. Yeah, am I one of the best police officer out there and fight crime, you know, you see all the gunman them down there, so them afraid I'm when him come through, you know. We would like to have that image of our police officers serving and protecting for real. They feel safe when big man in that area, right? He's good on the job. He's good on the job with your service weapon. So the same man that you tell, say, when you clock out this evening, 5 o'clock, make sure say you take the gun and put it back in the arms room. Yeah, unload it properly and leave it in there. And go on home. Go on home. With him too long hand them. Remember, so the gunman them who him brave up himself against all day down there, so still have them gun, you know. Him no have nothing. So these are things that I speak about concerning our police officers. Like every police officer who is thought of to be worthy enough to wear. First of all, if you can't be trusted, you shouldn't be in the damn uniform. If the FLA cannot approve you to carry a licensed firearm, that concealed firearm that is yours outside of your service weapon, you shouldn't even be in the force. That means them can't trust you. So how you gonna trust me during the day with big rifle and sight gun fight gunman who have gun 24/7 and then tell me in the evening when it's time for me to go home, say, put on the gun and walk one out there now. When I feel like, say, I one time, remember the woman, the police woman with Kevin in the church, his last minute where he was telling them, you cut this a one throat and him take off him cloak and put it on her, according to the eyewitness, the youth will run and jump the wall and tell her about, this is the cloak of God and no gunshot will go through it, will penetrate it. Go on out there and fight them on my behalf. And the lady say, you're mad no Ross. Me not go out there. Gunshot are sail out there. Me did good with you and the foolishness where you did that, say, cause we did make some money and fool them people here. But when it comes to this, me not going out there, Kevin. She not stupid. So that's what they're doing. They're basically giving them the cloak and talk about the cloak will protect you and gunshot can't go through this. Go on out there. How you expect our police officers now to police effectively? You know, since a police officer at the mercy of gunman, cause you left work now, and me pull up on you now, I might think the right yes up. And me I say, hey, so post the police boy, what happened? And you see all you, I'm pointing upon him, so you see all you, where mother? What is he going to do? Don't shoot me, don't shoot me. And I say, hey boy, I know which part your mama live. Remember here, Miss Joyce, no your mother. Joyce Smith, your mama don't. Yeah. She live in a yellow house around a green lane, not true. Yeah. Hey, all your thinking wife. She don't work on a bank. And you two picking them. Which part them go school? Let me tell you where them go school. Our police them are under distress. And them something that them fit talk about. Yeah. So when you see them end up out the road with all gun, I protect them and try to protect themselves while they protect and serve. And the own country them protect and serve, now protect them. And you expect them to be like loyal. No wonder corruption runs right throughout the force. You can't get around it. Not to mention underpaid and overworked on top of unprotected. But we're gonna leave it right there. So this morning it's 9:44. I should have been out of here 15 minutes ago. Gonna have me upon one this morning. We will pick up right where we left off. All right. Manners, I sorry to end it so sudden. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. We'll pick up right there so where we left off, right at where we left off right now. All right. Walk good. Be good. Keep God in everything. Like my grandmother said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. Rest in peace, Miss Ruby. Mas Cleaver right beside her said, I will see you tomorrow if God spare my life. All right? I'm out. See you soon. Peace.